Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic mic-confining device. Hope everybody is doing well here tonight. It is going to be an interesting night for the markets as we see them open. It takes about 2 minutes to propagate over there. It's probably going to be a busy night, so just know that I appreciate each and every one of you for being here tonight. We're going to get into a few comments here. Very controversial video that I posted earlier today that I probably could have explained a little bit better, probably could have explained a little bit sooner, but some people are just going crazy on this stuff and insulting me and all this stuff like that. Anyways, but let's capture some of these comments. It says, lie, as soon as AI came out with the statement and went into the U.S. Mint price way before old school YouTubers caught up, and you'd accept AI for the future. You still need to confirm them all your sources, like your site. The more info smart investors have, the better. You've been plenty wrong in your predictions and statements too. Yeah, as Jason says, it's a false equivalency fallacy, and lies and internal deception. Of course, I mentioned that in this video, and I was one of the first to mention the price changes and price hikes. In fact, the Asian AI guy was late on this. I talked about it before he did. It's just that Lex Luthor was not around and missed that video. He just assumed I didn't talk about it until now. But that's one thing. A lot of people get really edgy about this. But anyways, let's see here. Fervent Vine says, I have no idea who this Asian, we're not going to heart that comment, who this Asian AI Andy person is, nor have I seen any of their videos. All I know is that the more you talk about it, the more my curiosity makes me want to go looking for it. Is there any way for you to talk about Asian guy with Andy without giving them free publicity, especially since you have nothing good to say about them? The Canadian Mint jacks up their prices constantly, so does Canada Post. It's just something I've become used to. Well, it's not the amount. It's not about, this video is not about the price hike, them jacking the prices up. It's about the Asian guy's interpretation of the price hike. That is the difference. That's what a lot of people missed on it because they weren't listening. They didn't listen. I'm not saying you didn't, but a lot of people are not listening about what I said in the video. MCB, they don't want you to buy it. Obviously, it's still 1 ounce of silver. It is, but it's not just any 1 ounce of silver. It's the collector version of silver. That's the difference. And there's a conflation between that. But anyways, let's see. The price of silver is still cheap. So just printed paper got cheaper, right? Yeah. We'll see where it's going to go. We're going to find out here in mere moments. In fact, right now the markets are open, and we're seeing the prices move in real time down $2. And well, I don't think that's right. Yeah, no, this is still reflecting Friday's prices. It takes a little bit of time for them to show up there. The markets have opened in Australia now. We're looking at the Australian Open. New Zealand actually opened earlier. So we're looking at the Australian Open right now. And right now we'll see silver down 1 cent. And I suspect we may see it fall. But then again, maybe not tonight, because it just depends on what happens. Because the movement of the price, I think, especially with what is going to be happening on the 19th, with the shadowing, the narrowing of the restrictions on the limits of gold or silver purchases, I guess, there in the Shanghai Gold Exchange. I forget what it's called, but anyways, there's a restriction there with the volume of how much you can buy at the open, I think. So we'll see how this plays out. But it's down 1 cent. Gold is down 40 cents. Not a whole lot, but still above 90. So we'll keep an eye. We'll revisit that here in just a moment. Let's get a few more comments. Rip Van Smith, I can live with silver prices because silver continues to rise. Improved silver eagles used to be 3 times melt instead of double. The Mint's big mistake was raising the clad prices up so high. There'll be another chain shortage when all the bank and quarter rolls go on eBay flippers instead of into circulation. Yeah, that's exactly. And that was part of my point, Rip Van Smith, is the Mint raised their clad prices dramatically too, which has nothing to do with the silver price. The Mint raised their price because of silver price, but they did it mostly for profit. That's the point. All right, let's see here. All right, we've got Kenny Powers. I saw $169 on the website for the U.S. Mint. I don't see any lie here. Well, that's because Kenny You didn't watch the video, my friend. I'm sorry. A lot of people didn't watch the video. I explained it. That's not where the lie is. The lie is not about Asian AI guys saying that it's $169 silver. The lie is conflating that price with what you can buy a bullion silver eagle for. You're not paying $169 for a bullion silver eagle. You're just not. That's the lie. And a lot of people didn't get it. But at least he was respectful and the way he prevented it. But anyways, and see, Big J Rowling got it, and others. Very good. All right, nice. Yes, and a lot of people did not get it, and they were bashing. Of course, he didn't bash me, but the others were bashing me on it, saying I was a liar. But anyways, some of them I had to block. I had to block a lot of those folks. All right, let's see here. Let's do one more, then we'll get back to the markets again. Richard Terboga says, I gave up on the Mint a few years ago. Service is poor, and when they cheapened the packaging too, they lost me. I hope that someone will find out who's behind the Asian guy and what they are trying to do. Obviously, someone is putting a lot of work into the production of the videos. Thank you, Sal. Thank you so much, my friend. Oh, well, look at this Silver Sloth. Thank you so much. He says, here's $20 for being the first to mention the U.S. Mint selling under spot. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Very, very. Hold on. Let me get to this. I got to get my mouse back and scroll up here. Let's see here. I put in a large order because of your video. Surprisingly received that order 2 days. It was selfless of you to share. Well, thank Silver Slacker Sloth. I thank you, Silver Stacker Sloth. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Now, I got to say something, too, about knee-jerk reactions because Silver Stacker Sloth paid attention. I had another longtime viewer of mine pretty much just slam me and my I don't want to say who he is because he's a longtime viewer, because he said when I posted the unboxing video showing the pieces that I got, he said, you didn't tell us about this, Sal. You just did this for your own self-interest. You could have done your viewers a service by mentioning it. Well, Silver Stacker Sloth just posted it, just there. In fact, I'm going to pin that just in case he comes in. I hope this person comes in. Let's see here if I can. Oh, it won't let me pin that comment. But thank you, Silver Stacker Sloth. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Because somebody was challenging, but basically saying that I only was thinking about myself because I didn't tell anybody else about it when I did. And I've responded to that person. They have not responded back. And what really hurts is this is a long-time viewer. And you would think he would know better. But anyways, and let's see here. Very good. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. All right. Matt Hodel says, the United States has an exact count of every coin that was ever minted since 1986. So you can just go back and look at the stats and see how many coins have been sold. Supply and demand are out of sync. You can see it in the numbers, yes. Do they have the numbers going all the way back to 86? I didn't know that. I knew they had some of them ones since the 90s, but anyways, very good. All right. Stacker Factor, yep, it is starting red tonight, down a little bit. Gold is still above, gold's down 40 cents, $4,597.60. Silver's down 21 cents, still above $90 in the ask price. In the bid price, though, it is down. It has got 25 cents worth of difference between bid and ask price right now. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Very good. Let's see here. Yes, indeed. Did you a good job raking up on them spot mints? Yes. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did a pretty good. I didn't get as much as I would have liked to, but yeah, I did get some on there. But anyways, very good. All right. So there we're at tonight, watching these numbers move. Gold, silver down, platinum and palladium up. Platinum is actually picking up pretty good here, up $36 here tonight. Very good. Yes, indeed. Very good. That's right, Chris and Virginia. You're exactly right about that. You're exactly right. And I guess what hurts is this person was a regular viewer. It's very good. Up to $92 on the chart. Well, let's see. It's showing 89.83 here on this chart. Oh, whoa. Look at that. It's gapped up here according to this. You're right. Wow, that's weird. This is strange. Well, maybe this is a little bit ahead, and so maybe we've not gotten that gap up yet. We'll watch that. Look at that. So up $92 in the chart. Very wild here. Let's see here. Oh man, look at this. 92.50 right now. Where this is showing 89.83. So we're showing a gap up here. That's what that is. A heavy volume in the Australian markets, but it's not showing over here and it's not showing over here yet. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll come back to that in a moment and see if it's glitching or not, just something's not caught up. We'll find out. All right, let's see here. Colin Burton says the mint selling for 169 doesn't set a floor price. It will be spot price if someone wants to buy silver from the mint. Now it just means the mint would make more profit. Yeah, well, and they always do profit on the collector coins. But again, and even in the thumbnail, you can see the difference there, what I'm pointing to. But yeah, all right, thank you. Let's see here. Maybe they're renovating their headquarters. Yeah, perhaps so. Yes, that could be part of it. All right, and let's see here. We've got Joe Van Wagon says this, that I personally think that the Asian guy is right. Proof sets are selling for 173. Actually, I don't know that the proof sets are selling for that. Proof eagles are. Maybe that's what you meant. Why is that? When the normal price for buying from a dealer is around 90 per ounce. That's wrong too. It's their collector, their proof coins. Right now, silver has been kept low for reasons. I wonder what that is. Look up the difference between 90 and open market U.S. government going up to 173 an ounce. Well, that's just it. Joe didn't pay attention to what I was talking about in the video. And so the government doesn't know anything we don't. They always sell at a premium for their collector products, always. Now, they've been greatly jacked up their premium, but that's not the point. You missed the point of what I was talking about. And I did post another video about this because so many people missed the mark. And I just assumed I'd probably need to explain it like people are, I mean, just in very, very simple terms, but I thought I did, but I guess not. But yeah, but the thing is you know, a lot of people just don't know this. It's crazy that they don't know this. And I assumed that they would. Let's see here. Does the U.S. Mint website reflect the inflated ASC prices 169? So where's the lie other than blame the AI? Well, again, another person who didn't watch the video. It's crazy. Crazy how many people got this wrong. No, the lie is in the fact that that is not a bullion coin. That is not a bullion coin. The one the red arrow is pointing at in the thumbnail that I showed explicitly, and I showed the difference between the two. Very clearly showed the difference. The United States Mint website does not sell bullion coins to the general public. And I mentioned that in there. I mentioned that in the video too. I mean, it blows my mind that people are this. I mean, this person he's asking the question. He's not insulting me, but, and he got a lot of thumbs up on this too. And I'm pretty sure I explained it in there. But anyways, Carrie Taryn, thank you for watching this. We're going to get back to the markets here in just a moment. And we've got Michael Pieter says, Perth Mint is currently not selling bullion coins, but their collector coins are still for sale at a premium. Collector coins always sold at a premium with regards to bullion. Exactly right. Yep, you get it. And sometimes collectors literally overpay millions for one collector coin. A proof coin is always worth more than a bullion coin. Well, it is when you buy it directly from the mint or from a bullion dealer or from a coin shop. But they don't always hold their value, by the way, just so you understand that. In fact, I've bought a proof coin that is somewhat of a lower mintage for not that much more than a regular bullion coin. And I'm going to explain that when that one gets here too. Let's take a look at the markets again, folks, because they are indeed reacting here tonight. And it is stuck. Silver is stuck here, but I think Stacker Factors pointed out, I think that we are seeing a gap up here, and the price is really $92.73. This is weird. A lot of volume, but we are seeing a gap up here, and the price is moving up. Something that's going crazy here. All right, let's see here. Okay, Doc is saying there's a $500 minimum purchase on Atmex. Wow, interesting. I'll have to look into that. Okay, let's see here. Good evening to Robert Kemp. Good to see all of you guys. Welcome. Glad you're here. We're looking at this. Silver spot price is showing here, at least according to the Trading View chart, $92.69 right now, with heavy volume, with a gap up, moving up to almost $92. Whereas this chart here is stuck down 21 cents. So something is amiss here. Gold to silver ratio is not right either, I guess, considering all that. So we're going to be looking at, let's take a look at what gold is doing, shall we? Gold has gapped up to $4,660. So my guess is this, as I mentioned in this afternoon's video, I think this is probably in reaction to the Asian markets setting new limitations that I talked about with the taking it down the volume of buys that you can do. They've decreased that, and that will take effect tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day in the Asian markets. So gold is up 46.64, and this is showing still down. So these are stuck. So we're going to assume Stacker Factor shared with us here that this is happening here in the chart, that silver is now trading at $92.80 now. Wow, crazy. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. All right. So we're going to revisit this. We're going to $93 now. Silver has moved to 93. So let's get back over here to some comments and we'll revisit that very quickly. Okay, on the big lie, the Asian AI guy got it wrong. It seems anytime information goes viral and hyped up, the opposite happens. Silver will probably drop in price this week, but let's see what happens. It could. So far, it's opened up strong. And I think that that's in reaction to a couple of different factors, and I mentioned that recently. All right. So let's see here. Joe Flores, it's sad day. FOMO hit the U.S. Mint. I get the need to increase silver prices to keep up with the market. Let's see here. As they've been doing, but with gold for some time now, but to raise the prices on the clad sets is ridiculous. Exactly right. And that's part of the reason. By the way, thank you, Black Silver Staff, for the 99-cent super chat. I appreciate it. Stacker Factor, a 10-inch square cube of silver costs over $500,000 in weight now, about 350 pounds. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, GSR 50 now, about 50. Silver continues to rise. Let's see here. Let's do this. Got to make this thing happen. Anyway, Secret says, I've been collecting the Native American and American Innovation Dollar series now. So now I have to decide if it's worth it to continue buying with them at the higher prices to complete the series, or just abandon the series. Oh, I just canceled any applicable subscriptions I had. The greed is going to cost them a lot of repeat business and may irreparably harm the hobby of coin collecting, at least for the average collector. That's right, Joe. Yep, and that's one of the arguments I used, that you can't conflate what the Mint did to just silver's prices, because they raised the prices in the clad sets too by almost double. In fact, bronze metals went from $20 to $45, more than double the price. It's absolutely insane what they're doing at the Mint. And that's my whole point. Very good. Let's see here. We've got Wicked Sticky Flowers. A multi-coin is pretty nice. Don't know why Mike keeps going back to it. Must have better images, but I like the symbol design for some reason. I do too. I really like it a lot. Father Duck, thank you. Just got my 2026 monster box of ASCs. Wow, Father Duck. That's amazing that you're able to get that. A monster box of ASCs. Way to go, Father Duck. That must have cost you a pretty penny, Father Duck. That's wild. And thank you so much. By the way, we did get, let's see here, from Hulkaloogie, sent a $1.99 super chat earlier. Thank you so much. And James Witter became an honorary citizen on his own accord. Thank you, James. Appreciate that so much. All right. Let's see here. Very, very good. Fishy Fun, what does this imply? The mints are hiking premiums and Atmex changes to buying, selling limits? Yes, that implies that the market, the mints hiking the premiums. I don't know what you can take from that, other than just the fact that it's nuts, and I don't know. I can't make sense of that but we can't blame that on silver prices. Even with their silver products, they've increased the percentage above spot, above their premiums by maybe not quite as much for the silver products, but close. But I think we can say that it is a tight market. Tight market is what we can say overall. Michael K with a 5 supplemental gift memberships. Thank you so much. And Father Duck has become an honorary citizen. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that very much. We're seeing silver pull back slightly here. Looking at the price from the chart from TradingView. And thank you again, Stacker Factor, for pointing this out. Really appreciate that. And so, yeah, 92.50, 95 right now. But we're seeing a little bit of resistance at the $93 mark here. But silver is on fire, moving up dramatically here tonight. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you. Very good. Thank you, True Texan. Yes. Yep, I would do that too. It's crazy. And let's see here. Let's see if there's any reflection over here. No, nothing over here. Completely frozen. And that's further evidence that what we're seeing here is indeed real, that this is what's happening. Silver has gapped up tonight. All right. Zardos has gifted a Salivate Metal gift membership. Thank you, Zardos. You were the man. Appreciate that. Let's answer a few more comments and we'll get right back to the markets here and see what they're doing. Okay, TRM83 says, sorry, you lost me on this one. You said what he said was a lie, but then you say exactly what he said. The mint price says exactly what he said. Also, you put out a video yesterday saying exactly what he said, but now you are attacking him or it on what could best be called a technicality, but is more of an uneducated viewer. I don't care much about the cat fighting because it looks more like wanting viewership than just giving good information. You do your thing and let him do his, and those of us who use it to research on our own will figure out what the truth lies. Well, TRM83, I don't think you sound like you watched it all the way through. It wasn't just a technicality, because the fact that he mentions bullion and then it goes on to say that this is an indication that silver's price should be $169 or $150, that's where the lie is. You missed that, and it's a big deal. And if you listen to it, you would have got. I mentioned that explicitly and talk about it, and also showed a clad set in there showing that the United States Mint raised the price not because silver is going to go to $150 or they think that the price is going to go higher. The U.S. Mint doesn't know, and the U.S. Mint doesn't care, honestly, where the price of silver goes, where the price of gold goes. They're there to mint coins. That's it, and metals. That's their mission. That's what they do. That's it. And it's about what it is Asian AI guy is lying by conflating the bullion price with the U.S. Mint's price on their website. That's not what's happening. You missed it, TRM83. So I hope you will hear this response. But it does sound like at least you listened through and heard it, but you minimized what I called as a technicality. It's more than just a technicality of saying that the bullion coin is different than the uncirculated coin that's from the West Point. That is more than just a technicality. And I'm educating the viewer. So anyways, you don't like the cat fighting, who cares? And a lot of my viewers have specifically asked for me to show a cat in the videos. So I hope that triggered you even more anyways. And this was actually a pretty tame comment compared to some of the other ones. I had to block about 5-6 people. It's crazy. Let's see here. Tony, no name. The best way to beat the game is to not play the game. Only fools continue to play the game. Yep, that's true. And the OGAG's channel is factual, but there's many ripoffs that use his image and voice. Yeah, and I don't know where the original OG Asian guy channels is. And I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of his videos to find out what's true and what's not true. But my guess is probably it's a psyop nonetheless. And a lot of it did originate from that channel. Here we go. $93.04 right now is where it is. That's exactly right. And let's see here. Good to see Coins A to Z. A lot of good folks with us here tonight as we peruse these markets here. It's been a wild ride tonight. We're watching a move, and silver is up, recapturing. It gapped up tonight, a couple of dollars actually, about $2 gap up tonight. It's crazy, but it's not reflecting over here. And we like to look at this page because we could see all the metals together, but this has been frozen for some reason. It has been frozen, and this side is obviously frozen as well. But we're looking at $93.13 right now. It's crazy. All right. Where are we at now? Let's see here. Littlefoot Silver's here. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Okay. By the way, check out channel sponsor Summit Metals. And this is a perfect example. Summit Metals has a 1 ounce American Eagle BU for $107.50. That is not $169. Just so you know, it's not $169. There it is. Okay, let's see here. Very good. Let's see here. All right. Let's get back to some of these comments. We got, I've heard the truth now, though it's still price gouging. What about copper? It's time to invest in copper? No. Not time to invest in copper, not copper bullion. If you want to invest in copper, get it free, and wire scrap copper if you can find it some places without robbing construction sites. You can get pre-83 cents or pre-82 cents if you want to be safe. Jeff Rummel, uncirculated cents went from 33 to 124.50. The clad proof set went from $40.25 to $107. Silver proof set from $150 to $245. Yep, it's nuts. It's crazy what's going on there. All right. We got Joseph Purdy says here the following: United States Mint released a silver presidential medal of Benjamin Harrison on February the 10th. He was a sitting president while the McKinley Tariff Act of 1890 and Sherman Silver Purchase Act of 1890 was enacted. I do believe the United States Mint knew in advance of 2025 what was going to happen to the price of silver in 2025. I kind of doubt it. That's all speculation otherwise, but I kind of doubt it that they didn't know. But anyways, all right, let's see here. Let's see. All right. We've got Johnny. Sal, that raised silver prices back to where they were making the super premiums on silver again. Anyone that bought right before the price hike got a great deal. Yep, indeed they did. True that. Proof sets, however, that ensures the new silver price is here to stay. Over $100 will be the new normal numismatics of bullion. By the way, it's been my experience that numismatics is the wrong play. Just buy whatever silver you can on closest to spot. That's true. But it does not buy whatever you can if you're a stacker. But the price is going up to over $100 for the proof sets or whatever, or new silver, these proof sales or whatever, does not mean that silver is going to stay above $100. Just because the mint raises their prices does not mean the spot price is going to stay there. North Star Stacker, thank you so much for the 5 Celebrate Metal gift memberships. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's go back and look at the markets again. $93.46 for silver right now. The reason why we're looking at this chart is because the actual Kitco price is not showing up on this side, on the chart side here. It's frozen. So we have to look over here at this. So this is what we're looking at here tonight. Price is up. Thank you, Zardos, for the Salivate Metal gift membership. Appreciate that. Like a little train happening here. Very nice of you indeed to continue to watch this. But you can see the volume picking up even here recently as these markets are open up. We have a little bit more time here. We got about a half an hour before the next wave comes in, and we'll see what happens there. But silver trading comfortably above $93 right now. A wild night. Part of me didn't expect this, but another part of me did, because knowing that the new restrictions don't start until a few hours from right now, they're trying to get in as much as they can, I think, before that happens, maybe. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. All right, copper bar stock, says BJ Roland. Okay, I wonder where you can get that copper bar stock. That's different than the bullion stuff you can buy from dealers. All right. Very good. All right, let's see here. We've got this Master Blaster Tuesday will be interesting. We'll see everybody tonight. There you go. Yep, hope you're here with us, Master Blaster. Good to see you. All right, there you go. Yeah, that's right. Stacker Factor knew it would be insane and didn't let him down. That's right. It is up dramatically here tonight. Dinar, keep on stacking, hold on tight. We're going to do that here. That's exactly right. That's the name of the game. Justin says here, just Sam, I think it says here. What are the other? There are other silver channels. Why? Sal covers the precious metals market quite thoroughly. Well, thank you, my friend. But there are other good ones out there too. Thank you so much. And Johnny says here, whoever is behind Asian Guy podcast is doing it for anonymity. It looks like he's taking info from other analysts and repackaging it. That's exactly right. And in my video that I posted directly after this one is an example of it, because Asian AI Guy channel took my information and repackaged it. Exactly. Took my information and repackaged it. He has a lot of good info that is true, but there is some misinformation. That's exactly right. In fact, you know, whoever this original AI Asian Guy channel probably has mostly good information or mostly true information, but it's the little bit that's not there and the fact that it's propagated out to all these other channels, and probably still some of that good information is coming from a lot of other channels out there like mine, because the Asian AI Guy channel took my information and took it and used it. All right. There is some misinformation. Like anything on YouTube, you have to do your due diligence. Exactly right. Have a great day. Tell Mr. Maltby put some more podcasts out. Thank you so much. Very good. Thank you. Yep, you got to do your due diligence. Do you know if they're going to have a solid silver innovation proof sets? No, they will not. They will not make those out of silver. Let's see here. And Paul Walls, we only need 1% of the population to think there needs to be its true value. Think of lowest numbers. They are nature's nose diamond hands. Yeah. Well, basically, yeah, we need 1% of the population to get stacking more than they have now. We probably have 1% stacking now, but anyways. Let's do one more here. We'll get right back to the markets again. I've been stacking for nearly 13 years now, and I have to say that I have never seen anything like this insanity that's currently going on. Regardless of what the U.S. Mint is doing, these prices are like chasing your hat in the wind. Good luck keeping up. Yep, it is crazy. It certainly is nuts what's going on out there with the markets, but it's I've been seeing silver now comfortably trade above $90 an ounce. It's just nuts. Absolutely crazy. In fact, we're going to look right now. Silver is gapped up tonight. $93.91 right now. Look at that. $93.91. Man, I think that might be a new record high, folks. That might just be a new record high. I think it is a new record. $94.10. A new record high for silver tonight. $94 and now 7 cents. Look at that. Let's see if there's any update over here. Nothing over here updating. Let's take a look at gold, because gold very well may be at a new record high, $4,687. That is a new record high for gold. Folks, we are at record highs for both gold and silver tonight. That's almost $100. Look at that bid price on the left of your screen. It's crazy. Look at that. A new record high for gold tonight. Just mind-blowing indeed. As you watch these markets move, it is just on fire for both gold and silver. Crazy. It gapped up as well. Just going nuts. And of course, you know, you can't see all that here. Let me see. See if there you can see it. Let's see here. Let's get back over here. And yeah, but let's look at silver again. 93. So it did reach that $94 before pulling back slightly here, but it is on fire tonight. Wow, amazing to see, just mind blowing. And a little bit of resistance at this point. 93 was the resistance not that long ago. It just blew right past there, but it is now high. I mean, it blew right past there up to $94. And I think 93.63, 93.65 right now. I think that's the bid price, if I'm not mistaken, that we're looking at here. There we go. Oh, I love to slurp that coffee. I love to do it. I love to slurp it. So there it is. 93.64. Just moving up there like wildfire. And I think, honestly, this is them doing this before this thing, before these new restrictions in the Shanghai Gold Exchange take off. Because Shanghai hasn't opened yet, by the way. Shanghai has not opened yet. Where are we at now with the openings? We've got only two open. We've got Australian Securities Exchange and New Zealand. But the New Zealand doesn't show. I don't know if they're trading precious metals there, but the Australian markets are. All right. But there we are. Crazy, crazy. All right. Caligogwin. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that very, very much. And, all right. Very good. Let's peruse through a few more comments and we'll get back here. And Edmund Mallory Handgrove says this. The mid price is a go-away price for little people. They sell to the big authorized buyers who buy them by the monster box. This has always been the case. $179 for Silver Eagle, even one that has a collector value, is through the market. Well, it's $173, but that's a collector coin. And if they had charged $125, it would have been at least in the ballpark upper deck, center left field for the ballpark. At $179, it's across the street and parking lot outside the ballpark. Well, it's $173, but point is taken for sure. It's insanity nonetheless. All right. We have got this C-130. John A.G. is the good AI. Hasn't been wrong yet. To each their own. Have some French fries. All right, yeah. Well, I'm not watched which one is real. There's so many of them out there, but my guess is they probably have some wrong stuff too. George Wynnum, if I wanted the general public to stop buying the market prices, what would I do? What would you do if you had the change of things? Pretty much what you're doing, right? It's not. They're not stopping the general public from buying bullion coins unless they up those premiums like crazy. Let's see here. And but anyway, so I think you missed the point again. A lot of people miss the point of this video, and I don't understand why, other than the fact that I really didn't get into it until later in the video. Probably should have got to it a little bit sooner, but nonetheless, I think once I did get there, I thought it was pretty clear. All right. Silver, $93.40 now. We did see it go above 94 earlier. Watching these things move, that's silver. This screen is frozen, and this is not updating for some reason, so we have to look at the prices over here and on the trading view side, and we can see gold spiked up earlier too. It's pulled back a little bit, but still up dramatically. $4,678. We saw both metals tonight reach a new all-time high. It was crazy. And crazy, crazy, crazy. What a wild night we're seeing with the metals, for sure. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. And let's see what else we've got. So that's what you can see the massive volume that's occurring here in trading. More than usual, by the way. Just so you know. In fact, you know what? I forgot. I'm going to do a poll. I think I may have been asked this question last week. A very simple poll question. If we're going to see this week here, will we see $100 this week? I kind of alluded to that here. Oh man, Lean 6. SD Bullion posted 94.15. Thank you, Lean 6. Appreciate it. Yeah. Any bullion dealer out there, they don't actually post true spot price. They always pad it. Even the channel sponsor does it, although not as bad as some of the other dealers. But just so you understand, they always pad their price for some reason. I wish they wouldn't do that, but it's kind of an industry standard. I think there's only one bullion dealer that doesn't do it. But anyways, all right. All right. No, oh man, 1 ounce osmium you can't find for less than $2,600. Wow. Yeah, I bought mine. I think I bought mine for 1,500 or something like that. 1,550. Silver Stacker Sloth has just become a cabinet level advisor. Wow. Thank you, Silver Stacker Sloth. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Man. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Thank you so much. And we're watching this thing here. It has been a wild night here for sure. Everything is up. Gold, silver. We can look at gold right now. It's pulling back, but it's still up pretty dramatically from its gap up at the opening here. Let's take a look at silver. Again, this has been frozen. This chart has been frozen, so we're looking at this. And looking at these prices here, we can see the volume is selling off right now, but not by a whole lot. And I think that once 7 o'clock gets here, we may see the numbers pull back around. This is a special report because tonight we witnessed both gold and silver go up to new all-time highs for both metals. Amazing. We saw silver rather, reach over $94. It topped out. That was the session high, and you can see at the apex of your screen in front of you where silver got to $94 an ounce. And I think that's the bid price. And now we're popping down to just below 93. So there's some selling pressure going on here. And gold, let's take a look at gold. It topped out to $4,690, almost $4,700, about $10 shy of that before pulling back. And now it's down to $4,665. So it's been crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Kidco. Their chart is not waking up here. And my normal instinct is not to immediately go check the silver charts, but Stacker Factor reminded us to check that because it was live. Because this number is not updating either. This number right here. And so, yeah. And that's but we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to watch it. Now back over $93 again. Silver's got some fight left in. Let's get into some more comments. And Kathy Laughlin says here, the U.S. Mint would be negligent if they failed to raise prices on silver products substantially to reflect the recognition of the newly recognized critical status. Well, it's not necessarily about the critical status. It's the spot price, Kathy. So, and by the way, I don't have a problem with them raising their prices. I think they raised them way too high, though, for everything. And the point of this video was the fact that the Asian AI Guy channel, or the one variation of it anyway, got it completely wrong as to why the U.S. Mint raised their prices. That's what the whole video was about. So many people missed the point of that. Let's see here. And Jason Culver has signed up to become an honorary citizen on his own accord. Thank you so much. All right, very good. Mr. Braveheart, take your silver for gold. They may call them up and ask them if they'll do it. They may do that. Jason Hub, thank you so much. My feed is also stale. Something is up with API feeds. Okay, thank you, Jason Hub. By the way, Jason Hub, check out his website. He created this website called silverintel.report. And so its feeds are not coming in right now, as you can see. But there it is, posting the older price, the frozen from Friday. But check out this website, silverintel.report. It's got a lot of good information in there, as well as the spot prices, stock watches, alerts, learning, information, news, feed, all kinds of stuff there. So check that out. Very good. All right, let's see here. And look at this. M. Wolf PA has just signed up to become an honorary citizen. Thank you so much as we watch these markets move in real time. Yes, indeed, they are up. Silver up $93.39. There it is. And very good. What a night. What a night. We're seeing this. All right. Markets moving in real time here. It's hovering right around this area, around the $93.20 mark is what we're seeing for silver. And finally, the bid price is now reacting over here to the left of your screen. You can see part of it there. And so maybe, perhaps, there it is. Finally, now it's reacting. Now it's alive. Silver up $3.04. This is what we like to see. They have awakened. They have awakened for sure. All right. Let's see here. And yeah, the Canadian Mint have raised their prices substantially too. It's nuts. A lot of mints are doing it. So silver up 3.37% right now, up to $93.33. Gold up to $4,666.90, up 1.65%, up $75.90. Platinum is up 1.28. Palladium up 0.73. It's crazy. There it is. Everything's solidly in the green now, reporting. I do like to look at this site because we can see all the metals together. We can see the percentage move pretty much in real time. Gold to silver ratio is 50.08. Man, getting close to pulling back under 50 again. Wouldn't that be something? So that's what we're looking at right now. It is amazing night tonight. They are popping out. All right. Popping up there pretty heavy here. 82% of you believe that silver will get to $1,000 before the end of the week. And but I tell you what, we still may see some pain. As I mentioned in this afternoon's video, we may see it pull back before it goes back up again on Tuesday. We'll see. They take advantage of those markets there. As far as the trades, the limitations that the Shanghai Futures Exchange has put. So there that is. Let's get back over here. Let's see here. Sue Girl says, I cannot see my question or comment. So no W on coin means it's not a West Point real dollar coin. First Strike is a fake label with PCGS MS70 fake. How can that be legal? No. Just because there's not a West Point mark on it does not mean it's not real. It just means it's not a collector Silver Eagle. That's a difference. I may do a whole video on this. A lot of people don't know. And it's pretty basic. It's pretty fundamental, but I may do a video explaining exactly what the difference is between the Silver Eagles. So it does not mean in a First Strike fake label with PCGS MS70 fake. And no, if you see a PCGS, if it's legitimate slab, that is, it's real. All right. All right, let's see here. Bluetooth blades. That certainly explains things. Thanks, Sal. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, and I appreciate you hanging with me on this video. I know I should have gotten into it sooner. I went with some background information, probably sooner than I should have on this, but I got lambasted on this because people didn't have the patience to watch through, and they just were slamming me for it, but because I didn't listen all the way through. All right, Silver Sleuth. AI is the tool of the devil. I learned early to stop buying proofs from the mint. LCS saved me plenty on mine. Same deal with burnished. The most I paid for an ounce of silver was through the U.S. Mint. Fancy anniversary set in 2011. I splurged for the gift wrapping. In 2026, I don't think $100 for an eagle proof is outrageous. Yeah. Well, $100 would be a steal this day. But they're up $173 now, Silver Sleuth. And by the way, I'm not anti-AI. And I'm not even anti... necessarily some of the information the Asian guy puts out, but I think the Asian guy is probably a psyop. I didn't see your super chat. Let me see here. I have a way to see. When did you send that, Sabinator? Oh, there it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sabinator. I appreciate it. Sorry I missed that. He says, hey, Sal, what app are you using for the opening times? Let's see here. I'm using... global exchanges, tradinghours.com/markets. That's what I'm using for the opening times. And the next one I think they're going to open up are going to be either Tokyo, and that might be 8. We might get Philippines that'll open up at 7. or Singapore. Singapore might open soon too. But it may just depend on their holiday, if there's any holiday schedules over there. But we'll see. We'll see here. All right. All right. And now looking at the markets again. Silver's up slight little bit more, up $3.08, $93.37. Gold is up $70.90, up 1.54% to $4,668. So there you go. Very, very good. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. And let's see here. Saibu says the new 2026 is, although absurdly high right now, might turn out to be a highly collectible year as sales should be very low, therefore less minted, unless silver price jumps to $150 quickly. Yes, that's right, Saibo, that very well could be the case. Good point on that. Tim Lee, sad part in today's world, premiums really don't mean much. Fine silver does. Well, that's true in terms of bullion. You're right, exactly. All right. And we've got this from Constitutional Radiation. Says the AI scourge had its start, in my opinion, regarding 9/11. Someone has learned that endless discussion argument about how it was done with the details keeps any real solutions at bay. So it is with AI. It's not just harmless, speedy way to convey information. It's a very devious plan. Personally, I get real suspicious when the moneyed part of an absolute frenzied rush to accomplish anything. The Russia-produced many data centers are a good example. Time will tell. Yep, time will tell. We'll see how it goes. AI itself is inert. I mean, it can be used for good or for evil. So you just got to remember that. It's a very powerful tool, no question about it. But anyways, Mr. E with a 10-pound super chat. Unfortunately, I lost all my precious metals in a boating accident. Then my wife accidentally hit my head with a cast iron skillet, and I can't remember anything. Oh, my goodness. What a predicament Mr. E has there. Oh, my. Wow. Something else, man. All right. Curious says here on this video the following. Let me get over to this. I don't know this until recently, but the U.S. Mint is largely self-funded through its own reserves from selling coins. Exactly right. And does not use taxpayer dollars for operations. That's also correct. With any excess profits returned to the Treasury General Fund to reduce the deficit. Another correct statement. But you're right, the prices are way too high now. And I also mentioned most of that in the video too. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. What a time it is. All right, let's do one more, then we'll get back to the markets again. Andrew Cummings says the following here. At this point, I'd just be going for 999 fine. Bullion prices. Maples are fair priced. Yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah, if you're just a stacker, you want to do that, that's the way to go. Very, very true. Very, very true. Let's see here. Let's slurp our way. Oh, yeah. Crazy what's been going on in the markets lately here. And we're looking at it right now. Silver is now up $3.10. So it's eking its way back up again here. $93.39 where silver is right now. Gold, $4,670. Man, we're less than $30 away from gold reaching $4,700 an ounce. In fact, it topped out at $4,675.90. Silver, they say topped out at $93.70, but in all actuality, silver got to $94, according to the chart over here. In fact, let's see if it's still off again. So there, we can see it did get up over $94. So this number's not reporting accurately here either. These numbers must be refreshing from the time they're charting on this side. Probably what it is, what happened here. But did it get over $94? We saw $94 silver tonight. If you're just joining us here, we saw a record for both gold and silver again. Gold reached a record high. In fact, it's $4,675. In fact, I think it got up to $4,680 is what we saw, or a little bit above that. Yeah, we did see that. And silver got to $94. New record highs for both metals. Just amazing. Wild move for both these metals. Yeah, even the Kitco Act can't believe these prices. You're right, Littlefoot. All right. So let's see here. Let's see when the Tokyo market opens up. Tokyo opens up. Come on. I signed up for an account, so that better work for me. Let's see when Philippines opens up. Philippines opens up in an hour and 34 minutes. And, yep, Tokyo opens up in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So, all right, I thought they were open at 8, but they open up at 7. I guess that's right. Very good. And when does Shanghai open? 1 hour and 34 minutes. So I think it's going to be 8:30. There it is. Wild. And who knows, when Shanghai opens up, it may crash because of the new limitations. They may want to be getting out. I don't know. It's going to be very unpredictable what's going to happen there. Kitco side having issues last week too. Daily highs were reporting wrong. That's right. Yeah, I remember that. You're right, Silver Wolverine. They were reporting too high. Or reporting wrong. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Fishy Fun. Yeah, I have a poll up about if we're going to see $100 silver this week. Hope you will vote in that poll. And who knows? Maybe some of you that voted in that poll on some wild hair may actually thumb up this live stream. Stranger things have happened. That's for sure. Insanely low when 1 to 15 ratio with gold should be around $300. Yeah. The thing is that 1 to 15 ratio is largely a fixed ratio and is really unrealistic. But anyways, let's see here. Selected silver shire. So sell. I have my 2024 and before W's are now worth more than my SC bullion coins. Not necessarily. They are not necessarily worth more than the SC bullion coins. The best way to really find out is to go to eBay, look at the completed results, and subtract 13% after averaging those numbers together. That's going to give you an idea of how much they're worth. All right. All right, let's see here. As we move on now to the next comment. We've got W King 7909 chimes in with this and says, new prices are insane. Even the uncirculated coin set, no silver in it, went from $33.25 to $124.50. Yeah, I just canceled all my subscriptions. Yeah, it's insane. Exactly right. And you just kind of illustrated my other point about why it was a lie that the Asian guy said in this. All right. Exactly right. Let's see here. And we've got Salgorithm from Lulu Luckies. Thank you so much. And the 2026 Gold Rush. Zonker says here, I see a lot of YouTube channels slamming Asian guy who is taking views away from other legitimate self-ran channels like Sal, so I'm sure many are bitter towards our Eastern friend. Well, actually, my views have gone up, believe it or not. Since the Asian AI channel came out, my views have gone up dramatically. Sal, your channel is one of the best silver channels, and I watch every one of your videos and live streams. Keep up the good work. We won't stray far, and I'll always come back to you. Well, thank you. I'm not really worried about Asian guy taking views away from me, honestly. It's just the information. And again, I know there's a lot of good information that comes out. There's a lot of truth, but there's other things that are not. So, and there's no accountability. That's my only problem with it, or with them, meaning the multiple entities. But thank you, Zonker. I appreciate you being here. Silver Hoarder. I never got the numismatic value or the extra cost of the proof coins. I always want the most metal for my money. When SHGF happens, collector value will go out the window. That's right. I like gold, silver, bullion, eagles only because they're the most recognizable. Not a big fan of bars, although I do own a bunch of 10-ounce Looking back, I wish I had paid a few extra bucks and got eagles. Yep, and I understand. The collectors is not for everyone, for sure. All right, let's get Jason Hub, Peter Metal's website. Yeah, no, I've not seen that. I mean, I've heard of it. I know they can sell peer to peer, and that's definitely a good thing if there's some sort of accountability there. But yeah, let's see here. Jay Modglin says there is zero chance I'm taking advice from Asian AI channel. The truth at this point, no one knows what's going to happen. I'm anxiously awaiting Tuesday morning. That being said, I'm still stacking ASCs under $100. Yeah, there you go. You can find them under $100. You're doing really good, especially now, especially right now when the price is pushing $93.50 or so. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Let's see here. In fact, let's pause here and see what we've got here with the markets. $93, yep, $93.56, up $3.27. That is a 3.63% increase in silver's price. Look at that. Wow. And look at that spread between bid and ask. It's widened to 25 cents. Insane in the membrane. Gold up $77.30 to $4,670. Well, now $3.60. So there it is tonight. Oh yeah. It's a wild move here. It is, for sure. Watching these markets move. 93.53. What a night we're having here. Gold to silver ratio. Update 50.11. There it is. 50.11. Let's get back over here. We've got this here from Jake's. I'm curious what the price of other proof sets are going to be. Previous year proof eagles are around 140. Is this the next wicked buying opportunity for retailers react? All the previous ones on their website are up to the same price, by the way. They're all up to the same price. Let's see here. All right, Servant of Jesus Christ, thank you for a $5 super chat. It says, can the prices go to high coin shops won't buy? When gold was $4,600, local shop quoted $1,900 for a half ounce, said price was too high. Yeah, the price you get from your local coin shop is really the price that matters the most. And I think that a lot of these coin shops may have a hard time buying too much. They may say, well, we don't have enough money, we just can't buy. Until we can liquidate what they buy, and they're going to be giving back of spot mostly for some of these things. So that is something that we're seeing with this radical market. So that very well could be. That's a good point. Let's see here. All right. What do we got going on right here? Silver up 93.36. Let's test this over here and see what we've got here that's live here. 93.22. So that's about right. Spread there. But yes, indeed it is. Watching these markets move, they are up. Aliens or leans 2812. Lean 6 with a 10 spot. Thank you so much. He says here, Asian guys pure psyop periodic table AG equals SLV. Alphabet, this is to let normies to start stacking. The system is crashing. Largest transfer of wealth in history. Where we go one, we go all. Yeah, I tell you what, it is something. Just be careful. If I get something wrong as a human, it's just because maybe I misrepresented something. It's not for an agenda. Like, for instance, and I mentioned in my video today, my part 2 of that video where I got something wrong. An Asian AI guy took my information from that video where I got it wrong and spread it out there. And the thing is, I corrected the record. Asian AI guy channel is not going to correct the record where he got the information wrong. All right, there we go. All right. Thank you so much. Very cool. Let's see here. Sal, do you think U.S. will confiscate silver in 2026? No, they will not. They will not confiscate. Let's see here. Sal, make a video about the mint marking up non-precious metal coins. I did that. Talked about it in this video, actually. I did talk about that. All right, Hobo Bill has this here. The U.S. Mint did reset their prices. 169 for uncirculated American Silver Eagles, 173 for proof American Eagles. These two versions are limited mintage and pay higher attention to detail. The reason why is a little convoluted. Many believe it's overpriced and some believe it's premiums, while others believe it's price correction. Buying from the U.S. Mint is not for stackers because we cannot buy standard for circulation. Bullion, yep. All stuff that I mentioned in this video, Hobo Bill. All stuff that I mentioned in the video. And let's see here. We've got this. JEES1 says, when did this at 95 plus? I was shocking, and yes, over the years I picked up a few at that price range. Last week I was looking at some before the prices changed. None of their silver coins were available for purchase. Yep, they shut it down. I did a video about it just before it shut down, and mentioned it, that I placed another order, and got in at the nick of time. That order still has not arrived yet, but I did a video yesterday that got a lot of views. I talked about the price hike, by the way. All right. We've got Roger Marine says, the uncirculated and approved collectible Silver Eagle on the U.S. Mint site was selling for the same price as the bullion coins being sold at JM Bullion. Yep, talked about that. And APMEX. And they raised it to 169, 173. Yep, exactly right, Roger Marine. All mentioned on my channel in the last video and this video. All right, let's see here. Okay. And let's give up to do one more, then we'll look at the market. Here's the correct. This is a part 2, a condensed version, and talks about my lie that was spread by Asian Guy AI. Price will be based on supply and demand, finally. There you go. All right, and we got this. It will eventually report on itself. Yeah, that's right, exactly. That's right. Very good. All right, there you go. 79, why is this chat in slow mode? Just to annoy you. That's a specific reason, is just to annoy you. There's no other real reason why I put it in slow mode. All right, let's see here. We've got this. All right, now silver pulling back a little bit. It's now at 92. So it's pulling back a little bit from its high of over $94. Folks, if you're just joining us, we saw both gold and silver break record highs tonight. Gold got over 46.80 tonight. Before the this chart woke up, it was frozen. We saw that on the live chart from TradingView. Silver got to $94 tonight. $94 is what we saw for silver tonight. It was crazy. Very good. Have a good evening. Thank you for being here, Trek Mario. All right. Very good. There it is. Watching these prices move in real time. Still up tonight, a good clip, but pulling back. And by the way, the next open was Tokyo and Korea. So Tokyo is open and Korea has opened. And they've been open for a few minutes now. And so far, there's some resistance in the price level with those opening up there. Whoa, AG Stacks with a 10 spot. Thank you, AG Stacks. I appreciate that so much. Appreciate that very, very much. All right. Yes, indeed. Wild. Okay. Yeah, Gold Trader. If Asian AI Guy was 3 steps ahead of any other channel on the internet, why did Asian AI Guy steal content from my channel and use it in one of their videos? Riddle me that, would you? Would love to know that. All Asian AI Guy is just convoluting information from everywhere else. Even the original Asian AI Guy is my guess, doing a lot of the same thing. By taking stuff from other channels and putting it together. They took it from Silver Seeker's channel, took it from my channel, and others. And not only that, but from X, from articles, from news. It's just a conglomeration of all that stuff in a pretty Asian AI package. That's all it is. All right. So Tokyo is open right now, and the Tokyo markets are showing that silver is pulling back a little bit from some of its gains. 92.76 right now. Silver Stacker Sloth, thank you, with the 10 spots that sell. With the GSR moving like it is, I'm considering trades. Do you know any reliable peer-to-peer trading sites or communities? I cannot vouch for any. I know there's several platforms out there, but just be careful who you deal with. I think that's great. And actually, there may be some dealers now who need silver that will consider trading silver for gold. So you might want to call. They may do it ounce for ounce. In this crazy market, I would not be surprised if we see that. So yes, indeed. Yes, Gold Trader. We're going to prove Gold Trader wrong again here in just a second. Gold Trader, pay attention because Tokyo is open right now. Yes, it is. It's open right now. There it is. There's Tokyo. Let's click on it for Gold Trader. Tokyo, the countdown to the Tokyo Stock Exchange closing is 2 hours and 19 minutes. It's not going to be open very long, apparently, but it is open. It's open right now. And that's what we're seeing right now. Status open. Tokyo Stock Exchange. There you go. All right. All right, so there we go. We've got gold up $69.20. I'm pulling back a little bit here for these markets. And let's see here. We've got Solo Tip says, bought some maples, $95 a piece out the door. Congratulations. That's great, man. Well, I tell you what, when you're proud of $95 silver, that's a good deal. It goes to show you where things have gone in the market. It's crazy how high it is. All right. Crazy, crazy. Let's see here. And what do we have here? We've got DD Prepper says, well, I think that makes every ounce of silver I have worth at least $150. Probably headed to 200, maybe 250. Keep on stacking. I think he's being facetious there. Exactly right. And so do we buy silver or what? I gotta weigh that out for yourself to see if it's right for you at this point in time. It's crazy with these markets. If you would have told me at $80, should I buy silver? I probably would have told you the same thing. It's like it could go down at any moment. It could keep climbing at any moment. We don't know. And one thing's for sure: this market will end. This market will end for sure. This bull run will end. Not this market. This bull run will end at one point or another. Sharko Man. They also hike the prices because they know people will buy a lot of the semi-quincentennial collectibles. Yes, probably true. Probably true on that. We've got Zachary Mistake, or Misk. Thanks, Uncle Sal. I never knew that the U.S. Mint only sells what can be described as numismatics to the individuals. Yes, that's right. Only numismatics. That's right. Thank you. All right. Now I'm looking for Gold Trader to his response to me proving that Tokyo market is opened. All right. So Gold Trader. Now that Gold Trader, I'm not an AI, okay? Gold Trader, and I just proved to you with accurate information that the Tokyo markets are open. But yet Gold Trader says, the way I see it, AI Asian guy reports and other channels copy that information, not the other way around. So Gold Trader, even though I just showed him with my own human abilities that the Tokyo market is open, and he's going to give credence to the Asian channel and thinks that channels like mine are copying it. So that's pretty interesting. But he'll never admit he's wrong, though. Tokyo is not open yet, even though we've just shown him that Tokyo is open. Crazy. I just did. So you can go ahead and follow your Asian AI guy all you want and believe that, but you won't believe your lying eyes, right? Your eyes are lying there. Tokyo market's open. Crazy. Twisted Clown, did you see APMEX later on the web? Yes. Yep, I did. I posted a video about it as well. So check that out. Very good. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. And we're looking at now silver back over $93 again. $93.10 again, $2.81 up, 3.12%. Gold up $71.30. There it is. $4,669.30. There it is. Crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Market is moving up dramatically here. This continued rally, we don't know when it's going to end, but it's on fire tonight. $93.04. But remember, the bid to ask spread shows the volatility in the market is on fire, for sure. $92.79 is the bid. $93.04 is the ask. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. We've got DD Prepper will let me try to spoof the AI guy 1,000 silver, maybe 20,000 silver. What about 30,000 silver? Spoofing or the other or our guy? Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Yes, indeed. Silver Lion says, I noticed one of the many AI guys plagiarized Bill Holder and David Morgan word for word. Yep. There you go. Another example. It's all just plagiarism and rebranding. It's crazy. And the Ripper says, Uncle Sal for President 2028. Well, I don't know about that, but hey, I'll be all right here. Let's see here. We've got this. Jeremy says, May, the big picture is China to be using silver as a weapon against Western finance. And Jeffrey Christian threatened the silver squeezers with laws in the books. In the U.S., it said it's illegal to knowingly crash a financial institution. Maybe China saw that bunch of Reddit users could do with their GameStop winnings. Either way, it shows the market is bigger than the Fed, not the way around. Yes, that's true. All right, have a good night, CCT. Sleep well, my friend. Thanks for popping in here tonight. I appreciate you so much. All right. All right. Very, very good. Oh, yeah. We've got L Swing says, G-Style, what a terrific guy. Thanks for your honesty. I did watch your videos, an Asian AI guy, so I'm following closely. Very good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. My kitten is a grandmaster. I have no idea why the extremely high price on the U.S. cement products, but I do know the 1776-2026 Silver Eagle keeps becoming available, then not available. Yeah, I'm not checked that out. For subscription, I guess what that's talking about. So keep on looking, seeing what's happening here. Very good. We'll see what's happens there. Very good. Oh, yeah. What a wild ride tonight with the markets. Watching it in real time. It's been crazy. And, the thing is again, I posted a video this afternoon about what could be happening here as we await for those new restrictions in Shanghai. And this is why we might be seeing this spike in price, by the way, which could pull back. It could pull back after those restrictions are implemented, at least in the Asian markets, which could move trading to the COMEX. Could get pretty crazy at the COMEX starting on Tuesday. But right now, in the ask price, it's above $93, but the technicals use the bid price, which is well under $93 because of that wide spread. And gold back up to $4,666.80 again. So they're hovering around these marks here as we have Tokyo markets open, and we've got about half of the Asian markets are kind of popping out here tonight, but the big one's going to be Shanghai, obviously. But there it is. All right, Silver Heist is here. Good to see Silver Heist. A lot of good folks with us tonight. All right, we've got this from Pete Hernandez says, American Eagle 2024 1 ounce uncirculated coin, $169. US Mint website right now. Yep, that's right. That's the uncirculated collector coin. And I mentioned that in the video. Master Blaster AI is becoming more trouble than it's worth. It's consuming way too much of our electrical grid. Electrical bills are going to go up 4.2% this year. Crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. How much energy it's going to use and for artificial intelligence for sure. Ray says, do you really think that we're in a bull market? The word Is silver's being repricing and adjusting to the correct value? And that is long overdue. Thanks. Yes, I do think we're in a bull market. And it's just risen too fast, too quickly, for too many reasons that pretty much prove that we're in a bull run. And we're in a bull run. I'm not going to say it's a bubble, but it is a sustained rally. But there's a lot of disconnects in the silver market. And the biggest case for it is the volatility in the price, which has mostly been to the upside, but the spread between bid and ask and the restrictions that the COMEX, the CME, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange and Shanghai Futures Exchange are putting on, those are all indicators of a bull market and reactions to those things. When the silver market normalizes, then the bull run will be over. But we are in a bull run. Make no mistake about it. This is not price discovery. Not one iota of price discovery for silver. If anything, this is more price discovery for gold than it is for silver. And even that, I think, is questionable. Because if central banks start selling off their gold reserves, well, the price of gold is going to go down pretty dramatically. The central banks are what's propping up gold for the most part. But silver is in a bull run. This bull run will end. And I'm actually more excited for what comes on the other side of this than not, because I think we're going to see very high silver prices on the other side. I predicted on January 1st that I think that when this is all over, we may see silver prices go down to as low as $50. It may not normalize at $50, but I think $50 very well could be the low, and we may see silver normalize around $55 to $60, which is actually very freaking good for silver. That's very good. That's very good. I think in some ways, if we get above $100 an ounce, and even right now, this is somewhat overvalued for silver. I do think it's overvalued. That's my view. And I know that's probably going to be pretty controversial, but I like to be realistic about silver because there's more to silver than just its price. More to silver than just its price. All right. And I think the more people that realize that, then the price will not be such a determining factor. So, I don't want people to have so much too much hopium. You know what I mean? We need to be realistic about silver over the long course of time. Thank you, Bill Arrington, for those emoticons. Road trip adventures. Silver is silver. If people want to pay more because how it struck, that's on them. That's true, and those are collectors, and I've been one of those to do that. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. And so Brett says, thanks, Sal. I stopped watching AI Guy. All right, very good. Thank you. And let's see here. Joey Lib says this. The following. Oh, thank you, Jamin Lace, for posting a link to Silver Heist channel. Numismatic coins and bullion. Coins are two different things. Bullion coins are sold by retailers, dealers. You cannot buy these directly at the mint, whereas numismatic coins are sold by the United States Mint to the public, struck for circulation. Each coin type is priced as such. Bullion coins are based on spot price, and the U.S. Mint sets their own price. Maybe this is where the confusion was out. Yes, could have been, and I mentioned that in the video for sure. Yep, you're right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Pawpaw Strategy. I watched that Asian guy AI for the first time. That platinum came out a few weeks ago. I noticed within a few minutes something was off. The next time and the last time I knew it was AI. Haven't watched him since. There you go. Yep. Thank you. And let's see. Michael says the AI is stealing content from YouTubers. Too bad you did that. You did not do that on purpose. I'll expose the AI guy even more. That's right. Exactly. Yep. All people's got to do is just think critically when they see these channels. It's crazy. And let's see here. Cyber Curtain Switcher. I avoid watching any AI videos, although sometimes you are drawn into watching until the penny drops. See the Sunday Night Market Watch. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep, I agree. All right, Mirko Joe Jack says here, the AI channel now starts with a warning about other channels using its content. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how that is. The thing is there's no way that the original AI channel didn't know about being spread to 30, 40, 100 channels. I think it's a psyop. I really do. I believe it is. Warning other channels about its content. Meanwhile, it scrapes real channels, repeats the same stories, has some tidbits of info and more incorrect info. It'd be tolerable if it made shorts with just good info. Yes, that's right. Yep, exactly. It creates these 25 to 35-minute videos with with some good information in there, but also some lies. They sprinkle in the lies in there. They do it, and people fall for it. It's just a shame. Grumpy Grandpa says here, governments around the world are only using the dollar when they have to. With excess dollars will be no longer the norm. They will. This is why the government is looking for other ways to make people hold dollars. They're hoping to push stable coins in the hopes that the crypto folks will buy more treasuries to back up the stable coins. Yep. They're going to try their best to prop up the dollar and their currencies as much as possible, and they use those things, the stable coins, to do it as well. And really, in a sense, I look at it as sort of like smoke and mirrors, when the real thing is actually gold and silver, the most sound thing, rather. 359 Boyle, thank you so much for the super chat. What silver is not overpriced? If anything, underpriced. Come on, what about all the silver uses coming up? Solid state batteries. Out of words. Well, 359 Boyle. Yep. No, I know I'm in the minority on that. But the thing is that the reason why silver's price is going up now is not because of all the uses. It's not necessarily because of the structural deficit of silver. See, we've had a structural deficit for silver for the last 5 years. Okay, we've had a structural deficit for silver for the last 5 years. And honestly, demand has gone down. Let me repeat that. Demand for silver has gone down since 2022. It's just that the supply has stayed about the same. There's still more demand than there is supply, but it's not as bad as it was in 2022. And where was silver's price then? Much lower. So this is why I think it's overvalued right now. It's overvalued precisely because of all of the markets or all the supply chain issues and the disconnects between East and West, all of the geopolitics. A lot of it's running from emotion and all that. Now, I still think the silver price when this bull run is over is going to be doing just great. It's going to be much higher than it has been in the past. So, yes, but I hope that explained it. I hope that explains it. All right, let's see here. Mo Fritz, collector or not, when you go to sell it, you will only get under spot. That's true. It depends on what it is, though. It just depends on how the, some certain products are. You can't make a blanket statement for everything. Is there a silver shortage, though? To some extent, there is. In certain parts of the market, there are. But you and I, we can go buy silver right now pretty easily. And there are certain aspects, there are certain products of silver that are readily available for all of us. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. We got Paul Giglio. They're playing the export around 70% of the world's supply of refined silver is now regulated by the Chinese Central Power. They have the faucet turned off and off. Welcome to the Silver War. Good luck. All right. Export 70%. Well, and they export a lot of goods as well that have silver in them, and that might be part of it. Asian AI guy, where they steal and copy other people's work. Par for the course. Yep, exactly. And that's one of the things that I don't like about all of these AI channels doing that, is they steal a lot of our content. All right. And Jeanette says here, I watched several Asian AI guy videos. I did learn a lot of the definitions. Yep, it is good for some of the definitions and explain. I will give it that. And I played the silver game, force du jour thing. I have checked his other info and found several flat out lies. been trying to remove them from my recommended. It's a slow process. He infects and just morphs into another site. They just keep coming. Yep, exactly right. This is why it's a psyop. All right, let's see here. Razor Ready, I told you that the poll you created I was mentioning an AI video. It was about if silver would go to $100 a year. AI copied your video. Nuts. Yeah, crazy. Yep, and it's happening more and more. Thank you, Razor Ready. Found another reason why that happened as well, too. Mark Hill says, U.S. Mint doesn't agree with me. What did they not agree with me on? I don't understand that, why you would say that. Let's do one more, then we'll look at the markets again here. The Dave Anderson says, the problem, I think, is a coin with a box being 220 on the secondary market. When it's a limited product, you have a hard time reselling it unless you go to $250 per ounce. Coin shop won't even give you much more than the spot for limited silver eagles you would buy for 173. U.S. Mint products are actually a decent price until the new increase. I don't mind giving $20 over spot for silver eagle, but it's less than 300K produced with a proof or burnished coin, but I hope to hold it for at least 5 years. Yeah, well, $20 would be a gift if that was the case. It would be a gift. Let's see here. All right. Okay, let's get to the markets again. What do we got happen here? Silver is holding on. It's $93.34 right now, up $3.05 at this point in time. That's a 3.39% increase. Gold is up $77.60, $4,675.60. Silver doing quite well indeed. Look at that. And crazy, look at this. Movement in the markets. Platinum is also up $26, 1.1% increase. Palladium up 9. Big move here tonight with silver. Silver actually reached $94 earlier in the night, if you missed it. And gold went up to $46.80. New records for both metals were achieved right here on this live stream. Gold to silver ratio is at 50.21 right now. It's not broken below that. We're at 7:30. Let's see if any other markets have opened up here tonight. And it doesn't look like there is anymore yet. We've got the Korean Exchange open. We got Tokyo Stock Exchange open. Australia and New Zealand. Those are the 4 markets that are open right now. And let's see here. So there's where the markets are right now. Let's see here. Okay, we've got this from Chris Schnelberman. Says this here. The Mint does not receive tax dollars to operate. It operates on the profit and takes from the sale of the Federal Reserve Bank and collectors. It seems to me that the collector may be saddled with the majority of the burden of the coin production with these price hikes. The Mint is still part of the government bureaucracy and by definition has bloated workforce and layers of unnecessary supervision. I think it is time for the Congressional Oversight Committee to take a serious look into this matter, cut costs associated with the minting of coin, and pass the savings on to the consumers. I agree. With this inevitable move towards a digital currency, the only way the Mint stays open is by catering to the customers, not the collector catering to them. Yep, I agree. They should do that. All right. All right, have a good night, Mr. E. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Grumpy Grandpa says, holding a decent portion of gold in your stack also reduces the risk of your silver stack has. If silver goes parabolic, you may be able to sell it. You may not be able to sell it for a while. Anything could happen going forward. That's true. And that happened in a case with constitutional silver. And that very thing has already happened, for sure. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Mark Hill. Yep, I know I covered that, Mark Hill. That covered $169. I think you're late in the game. You've missed my last couple of videos, Mark Hill. Check out my last couple of videos. I discussed that. U.S. Mint does not disagree with me. They do not disagree with me one bit. Lars Nielsen, try to hold silver. Not long ago it was $40. That's true. And it really wasn't that long ago when it was $40. And we were celebrating it. Billy Dog, I have proofs on order via subscription Fed delivery, 173 each. Okay, so you kept your subscriptions going. Okay, very good. Ray, do you think that retail sales will carry the spot price as more people get into silver buying. I know it accounts for 27% of the market. 27% has to keep the needle moving, right? Yes, they will sell it based off of the spot price, and it will be above spot price. We're already seeing that. So I told you, even bullion channel sponsor Summit Metals is reporting they're selling it. You're paying $107 for Silver Eagle right now. They are carrying, they are selling it based off the spot price. They do that. They always do that. All right. We've got this. Frank Garcia. AI makes mistakes because they're watching everyone else's videos and stealing content. Yep, exactly. That's exactly right. Dean Goldsoms. It's getting mad. Too much too soon. It's pretty wild. It is very wild to see. It's a certain price level. Yep. For silver treat, I'm probably going to get some of the collector stuff. But I'm going to limit my buying, Jorge. I'm going to limit my buying to a degree. Let's finish this coffee here. Oh, thank you, Jamie Lace, for posting link to Summit Metals. And thank you, Economic Pulse. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate that very, very much. Good to see all of you guys here tonight. Watching these markets move. Let's see here. And we've got this here. Oh, wait a second. Here's the prices. Silver pulling back a little bit, but look at this. Silver up $3.01, $93.30. Gold up $80.40, $46.78 tonight. So we're starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. A little bit of steam for sure. All right. All right. Let's see here. Platinum is up $26. Gold up 1.75%. And let's see. So wild moves tonight in the markets. Let's get over here to this. Jesse J. I almost blocked the video when I saw Asian guy in the thumbnail. That was a close one. All right, well, yeah, please don't block me. Thank you. Alex says, what's the difference between an MS7 ASC and an ASC from US Mint besides the prices? That's an easy one. It's the grade. It's graded. Although an MS70 can be for a collector coin as well as a bullion coin. They can apply that same grade to either or. So that's the difference. It's graded. Okay, let's see here. All right. Have a good night, Bill Arrington. Thanks for popping in tonight. Appreciate it. And let's see here. We've got this. Bromulus, bro, mistakes happen, and thank you for exposing the AI guy. No problem. Appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Martin says, insults are a sign of weakness. I wish I could have a conversation with the topics in the video, so I do jump in before the end of the video. My habit. Well, no worries. And, you know, and that's fine. Although I think if you ask a question or something like that, and then you watch the video, maybe edit your comment or come back and post underneath of it, say, I'll just watch that and answer it. So I do appreciate it. But it's the insults. And I got a lot of them on that video, and it was uncalled for. And I hated, I hated to block people, but I don't want people like that on my channel if they're just going to insult because of their own ignorance and they didn't watch the video. I don't need those kind of people around. But thank you, Martin. I appreciate you, sir. And Rapala says, he stole part of Silver Seeker's recent video about trying to sell some silver. Yep, exactly right. Bad news, the Asian Eye Guy channel is. Good day for silver indeed. Thank you, Dan W. Yes, you're right. $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. It is a good day for silver. Let's look at it again. It's up $3.10 right now, $3.02. Showing good signs of life here. Dan, you're just joining us. Silver reached over $94 earlier in the night. The charts here don't show that for the high because they were frozen, but we saw it on the chart, on the graph. So there it is. Gold up 1.75%, up $80.60 to $4,678.60. That's less than $12 shy of $4,700 gold. Crazy. Absolutely mind-blowing what we're seeing right now with gold. It's nuts. Crazy. All right. Very good. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Thank you, Valerie Price. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching. And looking at these markets here. All right. Silver Days. Thank you. Thank you, Silver Days. Good to see you. Welcome, my friend. And looking at the markets open up here, we got 4 markets open tonight. We got Tokyo. We got Korea. We've got Australia and New Zealand. And we should see, let's see when the next market opens up. Taiwan will be opening up in 19 minutes. Shanghai will be opening up in 49 minutes. And Singapore will be opening up in 19 minutes. So we'll have at least 2 markets open up in 19 minutes. Indonesia is going to be opening in 19 minutes. We'll have 3 that will be open up here. And we'll probably stay for the top of the hour just to see if there's any move with the markets. Yes, indeed. So there it is. Silver, $3.13, $93.42 right now. Gold up $83.50 tonight, 4,681 minutes. There he is. Very good. All right. There you go. All right. So there you go. Tokyo is open. Tokyo is open. Gold trader got it wrong again. Got it wrong again. I love it when he's wrong and I'm right. It makes my day. Jack Hummer says, I guess U.S. government just put a price control to keep the silver inside the U.S. or else most will be sold to Shanghai. And don't forget the demand is high and the supply is low. Then the price has to go up. Yes, that's right. Well, I don't know. Let's see here. The U.S. Mint, their silver stockpiles are used for their bullion coins, and they don't hold the strategic stockpiles that I'm aware of to do that. But yeah, if the demand is high and the supply is low, the price has to go up. Is exactly right. Very good. U.S. sells LCS to soda refineries. Who did they sell to with the end product? Bullion banks or mints? Probably to bullion banks is my guess. Ukbay Nguyen. I think they sell to bullion banks. People like J.P. Morgan and the like. Let's see here. Yeah, some are predicting $150. I did my silver price prediction video at the beginning of the year. January 1st, Razor Ready, about where my predictions are. I have 2 predictions there. Yes, indeed. All right. Danny says here, could be they raise prices knowing most people are going to pay whatever it takes to get the semi-quincentennial offerings. Yeah, I wonder if that's part of it. It could be. But anyways, let's see here. Wondering if you are eyeing anything expensive as a treat other than precious metals as your stack appreciates. Not that I know of. I don't think so. Let's see here. Chuck Stack sold 25% of my stack this winter to pay debt and party with a wife. What's your take on that? All right, I think that's fine. I mean, you know, if there's opportunities, or if you want to pay down your debt and take those opportunities, I think that's fine. Because you hold on to 75% of your stack. You held on to 75% of your stack, so I think that's great. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. What do we have in here? We've got this, Mr. Greenstar. It's all good, Sal. Most of us here are looking for the truth. We can always be certain we have it, especially after the last 60-plus years. That's right. Thank you, sir. And we've got this from Steve. I've been buying from the Mint for 20 years. I am 70. Hell no, most of my silver bullion I purchased for $17 and $25 done with the U.S. Mint. Understandable. Yes, indeed. Crazy price. We'll see how it goes for them, for the sales of their products. It's insane what they're charging. Mind-blowingly insane. And let's see here. Silver up $3.35, $93.64. Gold up $80.90 now to $4,678.90. Rapid moves up here for both gold and silver prices before the next slew of markets open up. It's crazy. What a wild ride we're seeing with the markets tonight. All right. Off grid says, plain and simple, U.S. Mint has an obligation. Sadly, they also don't want to sell you silver. So how do they comply with both obligations? Jack it up. Make their silver unappealing. Well, that's not the reason, because they raised prices of their clad products too. They raised prices of their clad products as well. Matt Wingy says, AI guy seems to be everywhere. Didn't trust him since day one. Won't tune him. He's a farce. There you go. Exactly. It's a farce. That's the correct pronoun for it. It's an it. Tony Tequila says here, the only thing people need to watch on the interwebs regarding silver is the spot price. Everything else is just noise. Yep, that's right. True that. That's right. Everything else is just noise. All right. And we got about 14 minutes before the next markets open up. Matt Wingy says, seems the higher prices go in silver and gold, more and more experts seem to pop up. That's right, exactly right. Asian AI guy didn't pop up until the prices started going up. Suspicious, for sure. And Bozo says here, good job, Sal. Some of you don't understand that there's a difference between collectibles and bullion. And it's not just about price, like the difference between Walmart shoppers and Saks Fifth Avenue customers. Yes, the mint is charging way too much, but collectors will buy anyway. Most longtime stackers are not buying bullion lately, and many move to gold as they mature. Yep, that's right. And thank you. I could have done a better job in my introduction and the background and moving quicker to what the actual lie was about. But still, yep. But thank you. You're exactly right. All right, let's see here. Silver Wolverine, I like watching content from humans. I despise all of AI. Thanks for correcting your error, unlike AI. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep, AI will not correct their errors. Indeed. And here we go, looking at the prices again. Silver moving up again at a good clip. It's almost $93.70. It's at $93.69. Gold up $80.60 of $4,678.60 now. Platinum is up 29, palladium up 14. Wild ride for the markets tonight. Crazy. And remember, the markets are closed in the United States tomorrow for the holiday. But it'll be interesting to see what happens between now and Tuesday. Okay. There it is. Look at these markets. Wild ride. Crazy, crazy move tonight for gold and silver, reaching all-time highs tonight. Silver got over $94 if you're just joining us early in the broadcast. Ronald Tharp says, every time I see the Asian AI-generated guy, I report it to YouTube as fake and misleading information. Yeah. And I tell you what, and I don't know, I think probably it should be marked as AI content. It should be very, very clear that's what it is. But I don't know that it would be necessarily should be marked as fake and misleading, because that's very subjective. It's very subjective. All right. GSR 50 to 1, Chinese AI dude is laughable. Yep. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Now is evolution. Sal, well done for calling out the dishonesty being pushed by the AI channels. It's becoming embarrassing to watch. Best wishes. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. And Safety 1390 says here, Sal, I appreciate your channel. You bring a lot of great content. We all make mistakes, and it was unintentional. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that, Safety. Thank you very, very much. All right. Let's see here. Let's move on here. What do we have here? Let's press on forward to this. Let's see what we've got up here with this. So you're human. Makes sense. Humans make mistakes, Sal. That's right. And the humans make mistakes, and the AI runs with it as if it's the truth. They report it. They only garbage in, garbage out, right? At this present moment, there are now 9,458 Asian guy channels. Wow. Boring currency, etc. channels. Wow. I didn't know that. That doesn't surprise me, honestly. It can replicate itself. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Enigmatic 51 says, the mint makes things so confusing. A coin they will do sell, silver metal, not metal, still not worth the extra makeup for a 1 ounce coin that will sell as a 1 ounce coin when the day comes. Thanks for clearing this up. Yes, indeed. Well, it's the extra markup. It's a collector. That's always for collectors. They will never sell to the public. That's actually a good thing, because if they did, it would be probably nearly as high. For sure. They would be, because they don't have the infrastructure to be able to do that. All right. And Fusuga Snuggle, Salivate Metal, the price is $169 for uncirculated. Have seen it in Texas. Well, and no matter where you're at in the world, if you go on the US Mint website, it's going to be $169 for the uncirculated coin. Doesn't matter if you're in Texas or not. Garden Earth Guy, we got to protest and try to levitate the mint like the hippies did with the Pentagon. Yeah. All right, there we go. William Rogers. Also, there are a bunch of those AG channels. Which one are you talking about? Really, it doesn't matter. They're everywhere. And, it's the fact that they took it because they're going to replicate itself to wherever channel it's going to be. All right. So Richard says this, I don't watch the Asian AI guy. I don't want to give him the watch hours. Yep, and I try not to either. But when people point out that they're using my content, I watch it. So I sort of feed the beast too. But we should not watch those Asian AI guy channels. It's bad news. All of them are, including the original one. Bad news. Stay away from them. Let's see here. But thank you so much. All right. Watch real human being channels. John Morgan, I figured the COMEX was desperate for silver and created the Asian AI guy to get people to sell off before the price hikes. Could it be? You never know what the PSYOP is. All right, here we go. Looking at these markets again. Silver's up $93.56. And the bid is at $93.31. Shows the disconnect there, the volatility of the market. Gold $78.80 and $4,676.80. There it is. Very good. All right, platinum up $26. Palladium up $9. There it is. Okay. All right, Lucas, the internet is dying. All AI content is the precipice of being indiscriminate from human. Our hearts and minds are being bent to the will of the algorithm. Indeed. Indeed. All right. John Bethia, I saw on the site, not the Asian guy, but the prices listed for the U.S. Mint. We're selling an uncirculated Silver Eagle for 1/6 question mark. And there are several Asian AI sites. Yes, that's right. There are. All right, let's see here. An ounce is an ounce. So buy the cheapest you can. If you're a stacker, that's exactly right. And Shane Chosler makes me glad that I bought from the Mint 2 months ago. Me too. Makes me glad I bought from them just a couple days ago. Elliot Scott, I'm here for a reason. After it spiked and paused subs except for the silver dollar proof from each of the Mint, the single basic silver proof set, I will pay for those regardless. They are even rarer. Any proof in the Mint is double spot that is expected. Yes. Yep, that's true. Yep. All right, let's see here. And let's see here. Let's move up here to the next comment. If I get my mouse back. Asian guy is setting the public up to be bag holders of an engineered move. Very well could be. A guy lie, say it ain't so, Joe. AI guy, very smart program. I mean, man, there you go. And Shadow Sun says, thank you for mentioning that about the strike quality of the UNCS versus bullion coins. The uncirculated and proofs are meant to be collector items, thus more attention paid to the strike quality. That's right. You got the artist wrong. Not a big deal at all. Thank you for your content. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that for that forgiveness. Mermaid Magic. Not to worry, the silver spot price will reach $169. Buy when we get closer to spot. The mint is still on sale right now. You're welcome. All right. And we shall see. And Dodds, some Mansko here. We'll get to this and we'll get right back to the markets again. He says the real issue here is that is causing the confusion is the fact that many collectible coins, graded coins, collectible bullion coins that the premium normally attached to them, absorbed by the rising price of silver. The pawn shop always sets the lowest buyback price of silver and other items. When the new mint products find their way to the LCS as a pawn shop, so will be priced based off of melt. Yeah, that's true. We've seen that happen throughout history, actually. That's happened. It's exactly happened, for sure. Yep, that always happens and will continue to be the case. All right. All right, let's look at the markets now. We can see silver up $93.53, up $3.24, up 3.6%. Gold up $4,674.20. So they're holding on to some of their gains tonight as we are about 4 minutes away from the next group of markets to open up in Asia. As we see here tonight that we got 4 markets open tonight. We got New Zealand, Australia, Korea, and Tokyo has been open for quite a while here tonight. So there it is. All right. We got David Covet Sovereignty. Says this. AI is great for gathering info and research that you can take parts you need and then to double check and vet the info on them. But it can only copy and mimic human creation. Folks will in the end be drawn back to the people who are authentic. You can have lots of fun with AI, but the more and more fad is fading. Plus, Catherine Austin Fitz said, surefire sign of AI not living up to its promise is that the insurance companies won't touch it. Good point. Very good point. Thank you, David. Yes, I hear you, Liquid Electrum. You're right. Exactly. No, should cry or celebrate when it hits 3 digits. It's nuts what's going on, for sure. You're right. All right. Let's get over here. We've got Richard Metcalf on this video here says this. I just don't watch the AI guy. I'd rather watch real content creators like you. Unless silver has a massive spot price increase, the mint sales will plummet. They will have no choice but to lower prices if no one buys. I'm not buying at those prices. Yep, I agree with you. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Very good. And let's go to this. We've got Greg Olson. When silver was $30 uncirculated, they were raised to $91, improved to $95. That's over 300%. The rise is only 80%, so I expected 80%. Yep, no, I agree. They've risen the price up dramatically, but look at the clad stuff. It's gone up almost the same amount. So it's crazy. And they were crazy when they rose up back then, too. A lot of people were complaining about it back then, too. I included. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Hobo Bill, you should make an II video using the Asian A guy say as we explore. There you go. Yeah. Probably could. But I'm not going to do it. All right, Ludo. What the heck? AI channels impersonating you, Uncle Sal? Yes. In a roundabout way, we live in a crazy world, but this is unbelievable. For sure, there is one of the members community who knows how to kick these guys. Sorry, you know what? Yeah, it's pretty crazy what's going on. It's nuts. But the thing is, there have been problems with other AI channels copying my content too. Long before AI guys showed up and started doing it. All right, next batch of markets open up in a moment here, but we've got, in fact, we'll see. It should be opening up in about a minute right now. 93.61 for silver right now, $3.33, 3.69%. Gold up $78.70. It's $4,676. What will the markets bring as we see the next batch open up? Yeah, it's going to be wild to see. Yes, indeed. And Tokyo has been open for over an hour now. So it's been nice to see Tokyo open for over an hour. And Asian AI guy is a crap. That's right. Just to rub that in the face of Gold Trader, who keeps lying about the Tokyo markets opening up. Tokyo markets have been open up for an hour. As you can see there, they are open right now. But no matter how much we tell that to Gold Trader, he continues to say that they're not open. But here we are. All right, the rest of the markets have opened up. Let's see. We're going to watch them open up in real time here. Boom. We got Taiwan open up here. We've got Singapore has opened up. And there they are. There they are. They are open. Let's see how that reflects with the spot price. 93.72 right now. Look at that, $3.43. Look at that. Gold up $80.40. So they're starting to come alive here. Let's take a look at the volume here. Spike in volume of the open. There you go. Spike in the volume to get to the open here. And a little bit of a fight between the buy and sell, but it's there. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Look at that move tonight. Of course, we're looking at the bid price, $93.59 there, but yeah. Looks like they wanted to sell off quickly and then bought right back up again. It's crazy. All right, let's do this. Watching this volume move in real time now. For silver, let's take a look at gold. 46.77. Let's look at that volume real quickly here. And there it is. Look at that. Look at that move, that back and forth, and that volume spiking with buy and sell. There it is tonight. $3.48 up, $93.77 for gold, for silver tonight. Look at that. Let's see here. Well, thank you, Jorge. I appreciate you got my back. Yeah, crazy. Look at this. Platinum was up $33. Gold up $80.80 tonight. As the markets have opened up here. Yes, indeed. And wild ride tonight for silver and gold. If you missed us earlier in the broadcast, in the first hour, we saw silver go up to $94 an ounce. $94 an ounce. And gold we saw go up to $46.80. $46.83 is showing there, but I think it went even a little higher than that, $46.83. But silver went up over $94 earlier in the night. It's crazy. So there it is. Let's get back to some of the comments a bit. We'll let these numbers digest a little bit here. Uncirculated sets are 3.5 times more rare than last year. Wow. Yep. Crazy. All right, let's see here. The same AI avatar is being used in maybe a dozen channels that I'm aware of. It's a lot more than that. Focus us on markets outside of precious metals now. I keep clicking do not recommend channel. When I see him, and new channels keep showing up on my feed. Who's behind these channels? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Greg Olson, if you remember, Sal reported to you back in August and July, AI guy was using your shows as his shows were before anybody else who Asian AI guy was, and let you know that you might be able to do something about it. Well, in July, it wasn't the Asian AI guy. It was other AI channels. And they've been using my content for a long time, stealing mine and others as well. All right. Very good. Let's see here. We got We Free says the AI is mimicking all the real people's channels while throwing in some possible misinformation. I don't subscribe to AI channels, but searching YouTube, I've seen a lot of it. Yes, a lot of it out there. Yep, yeah, it's only good as a channel it plagiarizes. That's true. All right, then Coach Scott's Toe says this here. I don't trust information where I can't understand the motivations or context of the people delivering it. AI and AI guy sits in the category for me. I'm going to continue listening to the collection of sources that have helped me where I am and ignore or put little weight into the sudden flock of new exports that keep popping up. You don't get everything right, Sal, but you don't purposely misinform. You're right more than you're wrong. Your overall thesis has been correct for a long time. Thanks for your dedication. It's very appreciable. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you understanding that. Very much appreciate that. Kind words, definitely. All right. Don't spread this around. We're now seeing something we thought we'd never see. The rise of the clads. Yep, that's right. Clad sets are going up too. Let's see here. And I've kept all my denominations up to date. Your honesty is straightforward. Well, thank you so much. Yes, a lot of different things coming out for sure. And Uriah Kaiser, thank you so much for $9.99 super chat. He says here, I was out of town from my shop last week, and I got 10 people waiting to come in to buy a ton of silver are going up. The people are buying like never before. So there you go. Anecdotal evidence there from Uriah Kaiser. I think that's in upstate New York. That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. So people are rushing in for sure. Indeed they are. Just remember, when you buy, it could go down at any time. Just as long as you understand that. Jeffrey Dude says this. Not sure how anyone could have mistaken you unless I missed a video. I think the explanations have been clear. Must have been a short attention span. Your communication is detailed and clear. People need to listen fully and carefully, although I do not find you at all difficult to follow. You just do you and don't worry about the attention span viewers. You can't be all things to all people. Well, thank you, Jeffrey, I appreciate that. And I like to think that I communicate fairly clearly. I'm not the best communicator, although, to be fair, I should have probably been a little bit sooner, should have probably addressed it a little bit sooner in the video, but I'd like to give some background information at the previous video that I referenced there, but thank you. Appreciate that. Sandra Kern Randall, Asian AI is China. Wonder why they don't want you to believe a lie. Yes. You don't know the motivations, and I won't speculate too much on it, but it does seem like a psyop of some sort. Jeffrey Dooch says the Asian AI guy has infiltrated the uranium space. Wow. Love the way it gets stuck on some ticker symbols for quadruple U, the ticker symbol for energy fields. He wound up howling like a wounded cow. Wow. Laugh my head off and play back for others to hear. Who knows where else he could be? Yep, that's right, exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Communicate this out. Thank you, Hoosier Stacker, with a 2-spot. Thank you, my friend. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Crazy. And Dr. Moto says, yeah, the stupid AI channel is all over the place with his multiple BS channels. I kept blocking every annoying channel. YouTube more and more makes it crappy. Yes, it's just nuts. All the stuff out there for sure. Let's take a look at the markets now. They've settled in $94 again. It's there again. $94. We're at silver at $94 right now, up $3.72. It has achieved it in the ask price. And B. Harat 8014 has become an honorary citizen on his own accord. Thank you, B. Harat. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And thank you to Jamie Elise for posting a link to Hoosier Stacker's channel as we see $94.01 right now. Look at that. Gold is up $4,674. and 50 cents. But silver up 4.13% right now. Amazing. Look at that. That has now narrowed the gold to silver ratio to 49.83. It is now under 50 for the gold to silver ratio. Wow, amazing. And Uriah Kaiser with another $9.99 super chat says here, thank you so much, my friend. He says, most people have been coming in to sell for the last month and a half, but now it's flipping. Now people are wanting to hold and just buy more. Yeah, it's amazing how dynamic this market is. And you're showing it right there. Thank you so much. Wow, amazing. Crazy, crazy. Wow. That's wild to see. From buying to selling, just like that. Silver moving in a... Now, look at this. $94.19. And look at that spread between bid and ask, 25 cents. We've not been able to see bid price achieve $94 yet. But the ask price is $94.19 right now, up $3.90. Gold to silver ratio below 50 right now. I'm out of chaser and I've still got some cinnamon tickle in my throat. So I need to clear it out. But look at this tonight. Wow. Insane. Look at that. Up $3.90. Gold to silver ratio, let's just look at it again. 49.87. 49.87. Nuts. Crazy. Look at that move. Man. Unbelievable. A new record high for silver tonight. And those of you who partook in this poll, we've got 2,012 votes. 81% believe we're going to see $100 silver this week. I tell you what, it is quite possible. But we also have some things working against it as well in terms of the what's going on in the Shanghai Futures Exchange that very well could push it down before it goes back up again. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of uncharted territory. Look at that. 90. Oh, now it's popped back down below 94 again. It's 93.95 right now. There it is. Look at that. Okay, let's get to a few more comments. We've got Hobo Bill. I think the average person not aware of the lingo doesn't understand the difference, or they don't care to learn. Yep, I think so too. And so instead of that, they'll just insult. But anyways, all right, let's see here. Let's go to a few more of these comments. Let's and see, Sal, the volume has really picked up. Yeah, let's take a look at the volume. Volume is picking up here. Yes, it has picked up. Look at that. And it's been pretty steady since the open. It's kind of actually staving off a bit here towards the end here. It's staved off a little bit here towards the end. Or as it's come down a little bit, but it is still pretty high, the volume is. And let's take a look at the volume for gold. It's mostly negative. Gold's really kind of pushing down a little bit here. Yeah, it's pushing down a lot here for gold. It's still up, but it's at $4,666.50 for the ask price. Silver $93.60 now, so there's some resistance. $94 is a pretty big resistance. Of this session, 94.21 is the high. It's crazy. 7-8er, thank you so much for the 5 spot. Can you explain the spread between buy and ask? The other day it was 37 cents. Yep, it's a wild. It shows that the market is volatile when the spread is that high. It's 25 cents right now, but that the spread is like it is because of the volatility of the market. It's also why we see backwardation in the future in the price as well. The futures price plays that. So there it is. Yep, it's a wild ride. Let's see here. See, the silver futures price is up. It's actually higher than spot price. So we're in contango. So it's a different kind of a situation we're having here. It's the bid and the ask difference there is volatile, but the futures price is in contango. So there that is. Crazy, crazy. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to and them commenting on those. Let's get to this video here. Maple of the Kingdom, first year homies. I was just saying the same thing. All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate you watching. And here, Robert, I have copper pennies that are black. What can I use to clean them up? Well, you can try those types of things too. You can use the Easy E as well, as long as they're not numismatic. You can try that. But let's see here. We've got we're gonna gap up tonight. Yep, and it did just that. It did gap up tonight. It sure did. And we've got biblical fellowship. I think we should be prepared to see some temporary dips and pullbacks, even though the fundamentals are strong and the outlook is good. There may be some short-term buying opportunities, so everyone should stay alert. That's right. I think so too. And I think we may see some too, especially with these new restrictions, which means there's not going to be so much volume, which means there could be more selling. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know. But all right. Well, folks, my voice is getting a little bit shot here tonight. Been going on for well over 2 hours. And I know the other markets will be opening up soon, but who knows? We may see $94 again before it's all said and done tonight. But appreciate you guys being on tonight. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will see you back here on Tuesday. And yeah, let's see the poll question. Let's end this poll question real quick here. We had a good. Most of you think we're going to see over 80% feel we're going to see silver reach over $100 this week, and I tend to agree. It may not be the early part of the week, it may be the later part of the week, but we'll see here. Over 2,000 votes on that. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Keep your feet in the stars. Keep reaching for the ground, and we will talk to you later. Have a good night. See ya.